Hello everybody! Expect some frame rate weirdness today. I've deleted the shader cache. So just expect the frame rate to be a bit wonky at times like this. Neon. How are we all doing? Sorry I didn't stream yesterday, or Friday for that matter. Friday I was quite severe pain, just like right now, because my legs got wonky again. Hang on. What you guys can't see is I'm sitting up a folding stool under my desk to rest my leg on. There we go. Hello Banterman, Lewis, Witchy, Jack, Dal, Louis. Yeah, and yesterday, I'm not even kidding, just about to start the stream, and we discovered a leak in the ceiling, outside, just outside the door, my door. As it turned out, there was a hole in the pipe or one of the pipes in the attic, so I kind of had to stop the stream, cancel the stream before it even began, because it was raining indoors. And I'll say it again, just if you're joining now, there will be some frame rate weirdness today because I'm reloading shaders as we go. So I do apologize for that in advance, but it is something that you have to do every so often. Just boost the frame rate in the long term. Gives you short-term jiggliness and wonkiness. Hello, pizza. But long term, it works out. Hello, Hitter and Stevie Miles and Farming Boy. What jobs are for today? Well, we got bales to move. I've actually recorded tomorrow's video already. So I'm ahead of myself. I've recorded tomorrow's video already. It's bale moving as well. Let's just put the other headphone down, because I don't expect to be hearing things. I've got a cup of coffee sat in front of me, a cappuccino that I made within the last half hour, so it's nice and warm. You're learning Blender. Oh, good luck with that, Louis. I would strongly suggest you use the PDF I sent you. Hello, Keen, I can't see that. Is this JCB private? Yes. Until or unless Pedro decides to upload it somewhere, it's private. Because it's by Pedro, and I think Sim had a part to play in this as well. Now there is something else that I want to show you guys, hopefully today, if we've got time, that goes along with this. No video today? No. The last couple of days I've been blazing Forza quite a lot, and I usually don't put up videos on the weekend, but even if I was going to, it would have been Euro Truck. I literally can't play Euro Truck right now. If I play Euro Truck, it's with the wheel. My left ankle's completely gone. I can't. I can't play Euro Truck. I can't play anything that involves my wheel at the moment, so 90% of racing games are kind of unplayable for me right now. Do I know when Orchard's coming out? I don't actually. I don't even know if it's coming out. But yeah, I'm kind of a bit crippled at the moment. Actually, I don't know if you can see it behind me. I've actually got a crutch. Just in case my leg gets really bad and I need to go downstairs to get something. I've got a crutch that I can use if I need to. Hello, CD models. Need to go this way, please. So when I started recording tomorrow's video, we were at minus 21,500. We're now up to minus 276. So we're going well on the money front. I've got my leg up because I literally have to. I probably should have put more heat spray on it before the stream, but I'll make do with what I've got. I'll give it another spray after the stream, I think. Assuming I can find the heat spray. Hello, Itchy. My ankle is improving at least. It got really bad at one point last night, which is why I now have a crutch at my disposal. My disposal. Good lord. English Dave. What's wrong with my leg? I don't know. I think it's a recurrence of an old injury, because it feels like it. It feels almost identical. If it's what I think it is, it's just a twisted ankle. I'll be fine in a few days to a couple of weeks. It's just uncomfortable and periodically very, very painful. Now, it's not stopping me from doing anything in terms of YouTube most of the time, but when it's really bad, I pretty much have to stop up whatever I'm doing and just take 10 minutes to deal with it. Hello, Kill. Jag980, you got too much food and gout. It's not gout, I know that much. Hello, Jay Thompson as well. It's not gout, it's just... I think it's literally just a twisted ankle that's managed to recur somehow. Possibly from me having to compensate for my right leg being bad last week. So I'm hoping this isn't leg tennis with various injuries for a little bit. Hello, P&B. How am I? As good as can be. I'll put it that way. Can I speak Irish? Any Irish? A bit. Where did I get this trailer? This trailer is on literally some websites that I can't remember. Search the dodgy sites. It used to be on Black Sheep Modding's website. It's not anymore because they took all the very nice things they did. Oh crap! They took all the nice things they did with scripts off the website, which sucks. Because console. And yeah, it's on the dodgier sites. Usually I don't encourage you guys to use them, but yeah, I'll make an exception here. So, what I've done since the last stream, because there has been a little change made, I've reduced the frame rate of the stream back down to 30 FPS. Haven't done anything else. Frame rate is now 30, so it should run smoothly, fingers crossed, hopefully, maybe. Hello, Richard Brocklebank. I'm sure I said hello to you already, but hello again, if I didn't. Betters, hello. TMCC. More coffee. Your PB? Fair enough, Paul. So I need to get this over to the fast track to unflip it. Because of course I flipped it. He's probably happy now, because he was encouraging me to do bale work because he wanted to see things flip. Hello, Luke. How are you doing today? So Fahy's probably in a good mood now. You think it's YouTube derping about? No, I think it was actually me trying to push too much information into little bit rate. Now, if you do have lag, you called it earlier. We both knew what would happen. Hello, Brian Baru, Fergal Breen, who's from County Down. Very nice. Been up there before. I was in. I used to be in Scouts. I went to a competition up in Is it Castle Welland? Near Newcastle? Can't remember the name of the park exactly, but it was up near Newcastle, County Down. I was up there for a competition with scouts before, spent the weekend up there. Very nice place indeed. Lovely big lake there. Very, very, very nice to go out kayaking in. Well, canoeing, I suppose, is probably the better term for what we did. With somewhat of an improvised canoe. Right, where's the JCB? Where's the fast track? Before anybody asks why I'm not using my wheel, I literally can't. I can't access the pedals right now. Hello, Samuel, 12345. What you guys can't see is there's a fold-up stool under my desk. I'm using that to rest my leg whenever it does get bad, because I've noticed that resting it, well, alternately resting it and putting pressure on it does help. So I'm apparently in a period where it needs rests, because it's started shouting at me, using pain as its language. May as well have the telehandler follow me for next time. No, I should be fine. If I need it again, I'll just leave it there. So what I'm going to do is every time that the JCB flips, I'll move the telehandler to where it last flipped, and use that as an indication of where I'm most likely to flip. Now what I would like to do today is actually, there is something I need to do real quick. When you realize you're going to be in school for at least 30 years. I was in school for 17 or 18 years? 20 years. I was in school for a long time because I went to college, but honestly, once you get past secondary school, you go to school because you want to go to school, as opposed to because you have to. Right. So, we had this on courseplay. It has ploughed up field 17 very nicely indeed. We just need to finish off the last few little bits where it missed a few little bit. Like, this is small compared to what the entire field. Just missed a few little bits, so that's fine. What I want to do is I want to get this over into the field that I'm currently emptying nuts. Oh, there's the field that has the harvester and a bunch of crap around it that I can move. Yeah, I'm gonna move it in there. Seemingly it missed a pass. What's clicking? That would be my keyboard. I've got a mechanical keyboard with blue switches, so effectively Cherry MX Blues. They're not Cherry MX Blues, but they're clones of Cherry MX Blues. That's by choice because I like the clicking. Hello, Curtis Plays. So I do apologize for the clicking, but I like it. So deal with it, it's my channel. Do I remember my first day of school? I don't. But I've got a terrible memory, so that could be the explanation. So, I do apologize for having to plough, by the way. I know that not many people enjoy watching ploughing, but it is something that needs to be done, especially on this map, because I got forced ploughing switched on. What I would like to do as well, if it's possible, I don't know if it's going to be possible, is get some mowing done. There is something I'd like to test out. Ooh, that's really sore, actually. Wow. I might have to nip downstairs in a second and get some painkillers. Because that's getting really quite bad. That's actually quite bad. If it gets any worse than this, I'm gonna have to run and get some painkillers. You're still in school and can't remember your first day. I can't remember my first day in college. Or I can't. There's a reason I can't, but that's a separate thing. Am I gonna plant field 17 in grass? I might do. There's hundreds of... there was thousands of people watching the ploughing last week, but that was more for the social aspect of it and the fact that it was the National Ploughing Championships. I do still need to make that video on like the little slideshow, the pictures I took. I might do that later tonight. I might start getting that ready later tonight. Because I haven't forgotten. I did. But I've remembered now. So I might get that done tonight. So actually this is the slow way out. Let's go over this way. You're gonna go to the South Yorkshire Shooting Show. Sounds interesting. Ow. 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 Is Landy streaming tonight? I don't think so. He's got a pretty bad cold. So I think he's cancelled both his streams for the weekend. And he is planning, in theory, a stream tomorrow. I'm not going to say what of, but he's planning a stream tomorrow, as am I. If the timings of certain things work out tomorrow, I will be streaming. If I'm not streaming tomorrow, I'll be streaming Tuesday. And also on Tuesday, for sure on Tuesday, there will be a bonus video. You'll happily come and amputate my leg. That's not the issue. I might run in a second and get some paracetamol, because that's quite bad. Hello, Silas. I've been annoying people on Discord today by randomly putting the SpongeBob theme tune lyrics in, and confusing everybody. This is field 4. Oh, I already had one for field 4. Starting location will be... put it here. Okay, now I'm gonna give myself some time here by doing that. It's gonna go off. We're gonna move things out of the way. Now it's stuck in your head. I was actually listening to it just before the stream. Do I watch Minecraft? No. I haven't enjoyed Minecraft for several years now. Am I getting enough vitamin D? Probably not. But, right, that'll do there. Where's the 3000 fast track? Here we go. Off we go this again. Hello, Jesses. My ankle's feeling okay 90% of the time, but there's 10% of the time where it just feels like somebody's poking it with a red-hot needle, I think is the best way of describing it. Hello, Mackenzie and PAS Edward. See you, Louis. You love FF17? I think everybody here enjoys it at the very least, or endures it, depending on how burnt out of the game they are. Just had an idea. How am I going to do this? Hello, No Limits. So just bear with me a second. I'm going to get a pillow off my bed. I'm feeling a bit of strain down there. Just kind of, you're gonna have to trust me. There is actually a stool under my desk that I'm fixing up here. Do some Minecraft, please. No, I don't enjoy Minecraft at all. This is not gonna work. That's not gonna work, is it? No. Okay, that is gonna work better. The stool I'm using was kind of digging into my leg a bit, so I just needed to put a cushion down. You just looked at the title. That's the crack. My ankle's the crack. That wasn't a demand. I wouldn't have counted that as a demand, because there was please at the end. But I just don't enjoy Minecraft. I haven't done so for many, many years. What I am enjoying at the moment, though, is Space Engineer. Well, what I'm enjoying at the moment is Forza, but Space Engineers I find very enjoyable. And like at a very basic level, that's Minecraft in space on steroids. And yeah, that's a fun game. That is enjoyable. So there is a second secret reason that I left the leaper there. It actually indicates where my turnoff is. Because I keep getting lost going along there. That's my coffee gone. Just put my mug over there. Oh, that's quite painful. Can I do a wheel cam, please? I'm not using a wheel at the moment, Mackenzie, and as a secondary point, I'm not Simulate. What's the world's worst YouTuber? I don't think there is a worst YouTuber. I think it's all down to personal preference. Because there's a lot of people that are really popular, and I try and watch their videos and I'm just like, well, what the crap is this? This is terrible. There's really good production value, but the actual content is terrible. Or the content is, you know, there's no production value, but the content's really good. There's no good or bad. It's like, hello, Jane Pierre. I don't think you quite realised your name is J and Pierre, but it is now. Faye's the world's worst YouTuber. Well, this is true, but he has the best no content ever. The worst YouTubers don't even make videos. The thing is that a lot of people don't make videos, but when they do this, they've learned so much from watching YouTubers that they can make really good videos straight off the hop. Try not to flip the trailer again. You say that as if there's a choice in the matter. It's me. Hello, Peter Nagy. Jake Paul's the best. You hate PewDiePie. I used to respect PewDiePie and what he's been doing the last few months. I've lost all respect I had for him. Hello, Adam. Could you watch the numbers of letters you put in? Because that's quite spammy. Where's my e-cig gone? Oh, where is it? It didn't fall, did it? Oh, it's in my pocket. Blithering idiot. Oh, no. Come on, get out of the tree. Out of the tree and away we go. That's fine, Adam. It's just, sometimes the mods can be in a bad mood and they ooh. They can occasionally time out first and warn later. So I'm just taking one for the mods there. Dave is a deforestation machine. Yeah, just wait until I get a chainsaw. Ignore the fact, by the way, that the trailer is just bouncing from wheel to wheel. Hello, Delta. How are you doing today? I saw you were streaming up until very recently. How's Sim? Busy. Any mods for new fast tracks? There's a 7,000 on the mod hub, but I don't know if that's a new model or not. I'm not very good with knowing what's new and what's not in terms of models of tractors. What you'll find as you watch is most of the fast tracks I use are private mods because they're edits of other mods, some of which are also private. This is an edit of one that's on Mod Hoster though, so you can, I think, get the basic bits of this on Mod Hoster. Whoa! I don't know if it has four-wheel steer, but yeah. You're streaming until the map crashed and crashed and crashed. Yeah, I know that feeling. There comes a time where you just crash out and you're like, nah, I'm done. It's one crash too many. How about me? Let's just say I'm streaming in a very unusual stance right now because I have a little folding stool under my desk and my left leg's up on it. My foot's in a bandage. Not like a plaster of Paris thing, but just a compression bandage. And it's actually in quite some pain. That's actually impressive pain that I'm in right now. Is crashing a problem with this map? No. It does crash when you try and exit the map, but I kind of think that's an advantage. It is technically a bug, but I think it's an advantage. Also, I am sitting a bit further back than usual, because usually I'd be right up against the pedals effectively, but I can't go any further forward than I am right now. Ooh, that's that's actually really painful. Oh well. Onwards and upwards. Ow. For those of you that are wondering why I'm complaining about pain, I've somehow managed to twist my ankle, despite very rarely standing up or leaving my room. I've managed to twist my ankle. Somehow. So I'm doing my best to keep it not sore. You love Farm Sim? Very cool, Riley. I have passed the field that I wanted to get into. See you, Charlie. Go get some painkillers. I might. It's not the absolute worst that it's been. It's been worse than this. Like right now, it's just kind of a stabbing, searing pain. What's the world's worst mod? That big M2 is quite terrible. Because it barely even functions at a basic level. Have I seen a physio? Not this time around. Last time I had ankle issues like this, I did go and it was a twisted ankle. So I'm just kind of following the same set of advice. Which is basically rest my ankle up and use deep heat and whatnot. More than terrible, yeah. That is a joke. That is genuinely atrocious. Hello JD Mods as well, if I didn't say hello to you already. I think somebody's trying to get their name on screen and it's not working. Hello Kel Walton. Okay, I'm gonna just stop for a second and I'm gonna put the BRB screen up and I'm gonna put some heat spray onto my ankle, so I'll be back in a couple of minutes. I'm still gonna technically be here, but I'm gonna be like turned around the other way and doing things, so I'll be right back. And of course, as soon as I put any pressure on my foot to try and get my name, or my Jordan, I read your comment as I was saying this. Hello, Jordan, by the way. As soon as I turned around to get the heat spray, I put pressure on my foot, it's fine again. Apparently it wanted some pressure put on it. Hello, Riley. I saw you were a bit bored when I was AFK. I wasn't actually AFK. I was just kind of sorting out my leg. So I got some DP, or heat spray, I don't know what. Yeah, it's just called generic muscle relaxant heat spray. I've got some of that on my leg now, or on my ankle, so I should be good for the rest of the stream. I did have to stop there. I genuinely did. Hello, Cornish Simmer Matty. I would guess, seeing as you're from Cornwall, you probably found me through Sim. I'd be willing to bet you found me through Sim.
Hello, Dave! Is that Dave?
Oh, yeah. Looking at the wrong bit of the screen again. Jordan Bigney, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy today. You've made Dave Grohl fabulous. So, that is... you gotta go. Oh, that sucks, Jordan. I'll be live until about 7 o'clock BST, so there's still a good 2 hours left in the stream. You did? I figured as much. He's a cool guy, Sim. Bit of a git most of the time, but cool. Literally occasionally. Just realised that I never actually technically unloaded these bales. Oh, never actually finished. There we go. Whoops. Whoops. Hello, Dusty Dave. The Sims, mine, and Landy's videos. Awesome. There is something in the pipeline that you might enjoy a lot then, Cornish Simmer. If you enjoy watching all three of us. Because we have some ideas. Or an idea for something. Okay, so that's all the buggering flutes. There we go. Can I live stream? Mackenzie, little quick background of the channel here. I play maps that I like, and they're usually British or Irish maps. Almost always British, because there's very, very, very few Irish maps that I actually like. Any more info? I'm sure Sim's spoken about it. We're planning on doing a Space Engineer series at some point. Hopefully, if we can remember to record. But yeah, I only really play British and Irish maps because I've played American maps in the past. I find them impossible to get into. I find them impossible to enjoy. I do plan on getting back into doing GE streams at some point, probably when I finish the career mode of Forza, because I can't play the normal racing sims. Hello, Mark. I was watching your stream earlier on. I was lurking in your Forza stream. That is a seriously good game, and I'm kind of impressed that you're playing it with a wheel. I'm jealous because I can't play with my wheel right now. Of course, the one time that everybody's like, "Hey Dave, what's it like on a wheel?" I don't know. I have no use of my left ankle right now. Because I got P-Cars 2 and Forza 7, and I tend to be the guy that people go to like, is this a good racing game or is it crap? I don't know. What's wrong with the wheel? Nothing wrong with my wheel, everything wrong with my left ankle. And I left foot brake, so I can't even play an automatic. I've somehow managed to twist my left ankle. So I'm kind of sitting awkwardly for the last 3 or 4 days and dealing with many issues. So what I want to do now, what do I want to do? I know what I want to do now. Hello, sleeping man. Now, I was told there is such a thing as pre-emergence. got field 14 here that is cultivated. Yes, thank you very much, Mark. It sucks, but I mean, you got an injury, I'm just going to deal with it the way I can. How long am I planning on playing? I'll be going till about 7 o'clock, maybe a bit later. So I did say there was something that went with this fast track. How have I got this stuck? How on earth have I got this stuck? There. Fixed. This goes with the fast track. This is a separate mod also from Pedro, and unfortunately it is... Oh no! After getting stuck in the ground, it's all gone horribly wrong. I don't know if I can rescue this. You know my videos? Well, thank you very much, the boss. What did I do, if you don't mind? I don't know. That's the thing that annoys me, is I don't know what I did to twist my ankle, but it's been twisted somehow. Yeah, just Forza's 95 gigs to download. Fahy should buy it and spend the next year trying to download the game. How did I even do that? Well, let's get the rescue handler down here. I'm gonna cheat it down because I'm lazy. Also to save time. Yeah, 4 to 6. Yeah, I can imagine that, Faye. I don't even know if it'll be worth you downloading it because you only play games on a wheel. Like between that or Project Cars, I don't know which is a better experience on a wheel overall. Because they're both going to be very arcadey compared to what I would normally play on a wheel. Like Project Cars 2 is the kind of game where I'd probably be better off using the joypad as well. Or the Xbox controller. Come on, up you get. Realism. Okay, I've somewhat rescued it. I don't know how I'm gonna get the fast track in there to do this, but it'll be fine.
Hello, Dave. Is that Dave? Dave's there.
Jan Blaze, thank you very much for subscribing as well. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. How am I gonna get this Lazy Dave Gaming? I'm not being lazy. Well, I am. There we go. So now we finally have this stuff attached. And finally, we can do some pre-emergent spraying. iRacing, Racer Mercedes Corsa. You should look into Automobilista, Mark. That is fantastic. Or even R Factor. iRacing, I quit. I quit iRacing a year or so ago. Because I'm one of these people who do iRacing and just rage constantly at myself. I never did it in chat, but I always just raged at myself. And yeah, not good for mental health. I said, of course, I'm fine because I can hot lap. Automobilista, fine because I can hot lap. R Factor 2, fine because I can hot lap. Race Room I don't have, for whatever reason. AMS is fantastic. I need to get back into that once my leg's better. Would I consider Moto a strategy site? At times yes, at times no. I consider Uploaded the worst of the worst in terms of sites that mods get uploaded to. To the point where I'll actively say, if you find an uploaded link, go to one of the dodgier sites because they'll replace it with their own. Get banned a lot on iRacing. I just can't iRacing. I'm okay at it. I've won a few races, but if I have a bad race, I let it get to me in the worst possible ways. Got your real name somehow pronounced right. Well, I'm kind of impressed. Yeah, I can imagine those seizures aren't particularly good for iRacing at all. Like, if I were you, I'd be keeping to offline racing all the time just because of that. But fair play to you for even trying iRacing. Farm Sim 09 is the worst. Well, yeah, because it's the first one. Everybody's first game is the worst. What I'd like to see out of Project Cars and like Project Cars 3, because you know they're going to cash in and do 3, is a better tyre model. Because their current tyre model is atrocious. Like the lateral grip is somehow simultaneously like really bad because the cars slip and slide always, and insanely good because you can save stuff. Like, you can save impossible slides in Project Cars. That kind of... To be able to race the same as everyone else. Yeah, true. And, like, I'm not saying you shouldn't do iRacing. I'm saying, if I were you, I wouldn't. Just because I'd have a seizure, come back and be like, what the crap? Ah, I'm banned again. How did I hurt my foot? If I knew, I'd tell you. Thank you, Monster and Fahy. I think Monster took the better course of action there. Is it hard to make a map for this game? It's the easiest mod you can make is a map. Like, I've spoken to modders, I've spoken to mappers. Everybody agrees the easiest possible mod to make is a map. Is it easy to make a map? No. Is it hard? Also no. You just need to... Like, the hardest bit about making a map is learning Giants Editor in the first place. So if you want to get into modding, and you want to take the easiest possible route, get into mapping. To watch the Malaysian Grand Prix, I woke up at about 10 o'clock this morning, half past 10 o'clock.
Dave! That Dave! There's
I caught the last 5 or 6 laps. The Chicken Man 2017, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse, hope you enjoy your stay. I saw the last like 5 or 6 laps of the Grand Prix. I'm so glad that Max Verstappen won. And so annoyed that Vettel didn't get punished. Because, oh my god, he's driven into somebody else now. You gotta make a map that's right next to you. What I would say then, if you want to make a map, look on FSUK. There's some really good tutorials there. Farmer Yip also has fantastic tutorials. And if you want to get into stuff that's a bit more advanced with scripts and stuff, go watch Shy Wizard. Now, Farmer Yip's tutorials are like from FS15, but 99% of what he says is still correct. It's still valid. Giants Editor doesn't change much. They've changed like a few things that have confused me, but if you just click the buttons, you'll learn it fairly quickly and figure out what they've changed. What's that gif? It's Dave Grohl being fabulous. Do you have an issue with Dave Grohl being fabulous, Ryan? Do you have to pay for Giants Editor? No, you do not. It is completely free. You can make mods entirely for free if you want. Because you can use Blender to make the models, Paint.net to texture them, or GIMP 2.0, whichever you prefer. And then GE to get them in game. GE is always going to be free. It's a really good tool, but still needs a lot of work, I think. The stuff that I don't like about GE that can be improved, or could be improved, but I think that's neither here nor there. The fact that it even exists is great for modding for Farm Sim. And there's also, I think, Giants have some video tutorials on modding, although I think they might be more for equipment and vehicles. You didn't have a clue who it was. It's Dave Grohl. The only thing that modding costs is time and sanity. Because it takes probably a few hundred to a few thousand hours to make a mod. Have I ever used SolidWorks? Yes, I have, Kian. Hello, Landy. You still ill? I have used SolidWorks, and I think it's actually a fantastic program. Not great for modding, but if you want to make a 3D model and you don't know 3D modeling, SolidWorks is great. Because you can just make a plan, elevation, and all that kind of stuff, and it'll make the model for you. Are you feeling any better today, at least? I've been awake since like 10 this morning. Oh. My ankle's really quite bad at times. Ooh. Hello, GD. You're not sick or injured or sore in any way, are you, GD? Because so far 100% of YouTubers in here have been injured or are currently ill. Including myself. Never used it, but it's on all the PCs in school. It's really good. Difficult to get to grips with, but I ended up in school because I did, what was it called? Design and Communications Graphics, or Technical Graphics from my Leaving Cert. I ended up teaching the teachers how to do certain stuff with SolidWorks. I picked it up pretty quickly. Do I like tea? Yes, I love tea. Can't get enough tea. You're fine but worried now. Landy's got a flu. I've got a twisted ankle. And it's just, it's not fun. it's just, this is not fun. You're ill still as well, AC. It's just one of those times where everybody's like, I'm dying all of a sudden. As long as I don't get a cold now, I'll be fine. Because like, it'd be one thing to just have a sore ankle and sore leg or whatever. But if I had a sore leg and a cold, because whenever I have a pain in my leg or whatever, sneezing usually makes it worse. So if I had a cold and I sneezed, that'd set off my leg, which would probably set off another sneeze. Was my teacher any good? He was fantastic. They were fantastic. They just weren't very tech savvy. And I literally followed a tutorial they gave us. Like on a sheet, and it was like, this tutorial makes no sense. I'm just gonna figure out my own way. The way I figured out was better than the tutorial. Nose running like a hose pipe. Yeah, well, I mean, at least your throat's better. Let's look on the bright side. Your throat's better. My ankle's still there. I'm about to put my leg up, by the way. That's why I'm moving back. Come on. Oh, bumped over. There we go. I've had to move my keyboard way forward on the desk compared to where it usually is. Because otherwise I'd be leaning forward like this. Hello. Nah, not a good stream. If I sit back a bit more like this, it's... I'm more comfortable and the light isn't shining off my head. Some teachers and technologies just don't mix well. Exactly. I think it's a case that the younger you are, the better you are with technology, because you're more used to it now. Like, I'm terrible with phones, but my sister's brilliant. She's younger than me. I'm the best YouTuber. That's a lie. That's just incorrect. You hear food calling. Well, that's a good reason to be right back, GD. Do I still have... I've still got Pepsi. I think my Pepsi caught a burp as it was going down. That was interesting. So I'm sorry if you can hear any background noise. There are people in the house you can hear. It's a well-known fact that I am in fact the worst YouTuber. This is true, Landy. This is very true. I'm not that old. Yeah, but I'm terrible with phones. Like, if I got the phone that I wanted, it would literally be a Nokia 3310 from the 90s. Because that is the best phone ever made. Oh, the small fleet. I'll have to finish that off tonight. I need to just in-game it all. And I need to get, I think, one more thing textured up. How was the flooding? Not too bad. It's all been repaired now, so the house is back to relatively normal. But yeah, there's a nice damp patch on the ceiling still outside. But all the pipes got replaced. They should last literally some time. Hopefully several years. What's better, tea or coffee? Depends on my mood. Be sure and send it to you. Thing is, if I texture up, because I want to texture up a baler. I think I know which one I want to texture. If I texture it up, I can actually release the pack as a whole thing on Mod Host or wherever. Hello, Django and Massey Lover. What's this small fleet? You will find out on Tuesday, Martin. Because I completely forgot about it today. Look, honestly, 100% forgot today was the 1st of October. I was looking at my phone, I think, last night. And I'm like, oh, it's October 1st. So the small fleet will be debuted in tomorrow's video. Not tomorrow's video, it's Tuesday's video. That's exactly it, Keane. It's like, I know PCs and that's all I know. If I'm given a tablet, I'll figure it out fairly quickly, but I'm nowhere near as good. So I should probably be using the 8000 for this, shouldn't I? Or at least four-wheel drive, good lord. I do know what tomorrow means, Landy. It means you're gonna have to try and stream. And depending on what time the thing arrives, I'll be streaming too. But I get the feeling that it won't be early enough for me to stream. And if that's the case, I'll just stream it on Tuesday instead. Like, I've already come to my backup plan decision, which is, if not tomorrow, then Tuesday. Same with FS13 mod. I have no idea, TNCC. Is it the DLC? It is not DLC of any description. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Landy, and I mean, I'd need to download it and get it working and get everything set up. I wouldn't really have the time to stream tomorrow, so I might just do it Tuesday instead. Which kind of sucks, but at the same time, oh well, I can deal with that. Hello, Seamus. Because if I get it done, if it does drop to 6 o'clock and I don't have time to stream it tomorrow, well, that just means I can get more videos done, record more videos for the rest of the week, including the bonus video for Tuesday, which is going to be that as well. Streampad yellow box yoke. It's not my Stream Deck, which I'm going to have to get under my desk at some point and get that USB extender plugged back in, because I do kind of like using it. I was dropping at 6 tomorrow. It is a secret. I'm talking about a map by Lancy. No, it is... Okay, I will say, it's nothing to do with Farm Sim. MT700 isn't... What's got stuck in traffic? Where is it even? Oh, it's been confused by the combine. That's annoying. I'll come back to that in a minute. I'm going to keep using the fast track and keep cultivating here. It's not that much of a secret. Clearly, though, nobody knows that it is, so it's kind of fun keeping them in the dark. For some reason, you try and load up, game crashes, please use it for storage. I don't know what you managed to do, Seamus, but it sounds like your hard drive's slow. You think I know? What do you think it is, Cornish Simmer? To be fair, Lenny, if I'm not able to stream tomorrow, Sim can take my place. Forza's already out. I've been playing Forza the last 3 days. Is it a game? Yes. Ah, Cornish Simmer got it. It is Gold Rush. Early access will be tomorrow, I believe. Early access for Gold Rush begins tomorrow, and everybody who backed it to, I think, a certain level in the Kickstarter will be getting the game tomorrow. Lanny and I didn't back it, but we're getting it for free for sponsorship and promotional reasons. Is that public? Somewhat. It's the early access from Kickstarter. Only because you heard Landy talking about it. Oh, you're such a cheater, dude. Such a cheater using what Landy said against me. Gold Rush, yes, please. Like I said, if it drops early enough tomorrow, I'll be playing it on stream tomorrow. If not, don't worry, I'll play it Tuesday instead. We'll have a bonus video on Tuesday too. You didn't back it. Oh, sucks to be you. But that is coming out in early access tomorrow, and the full release is then on the 13th of this month. Coincidentally, seeing as it's related and I can actually do some promotional work for Discovery for once, coincidentally, and I don't think it's a coincidence at all, I think it's all planned out, the new series of Gold Rush, the new season of Gold Rush on Discovery also begins on the 13th. I think in the USA. I don't know about more European style things. But that is coming out the 13th as well. So you can play Gold Rush and watch Gold Rush all at the same time if you live in, at the very least, the US. This is field 17. Get it going up to... You can tell I'm getting used to setting horseplay up. How much is Gold Rush going to be when it releases? I don't know. It's coming out the 17th in the UK. But yes, Gold Rush is starting in the US at least on the 13th. I believe it's £20 when it releases. That's not bad. That is not a bad price at all, especially if it's as good as we hope it's going to be. Because myself and Landy, we've made no secret of this. We're looking forward to this game. Like, we've been looking forward to it so much that Landy's been annoying Kuba, trying to get even earlier access than we're getting. Because we both want to play this game. The season pass for Farm Sim, if you get another copy, will you still have the DLC? I have no idea, Seamus. You're probably better off sending an email to Giants about that instead of asking me. Is Gold Rush on console? I believe, but I'm not 100% sure. I don't work for Playway or whoever the developers are. I can't remember the developers' names. I believe it is planned for console. Because a part of the Kickstarter was getting it, getting a dev kit for consoles, but the immediate release is going to be PC. It's Code Horizon. I think it's coming to console. I think that's the plan. I remember seeing somewhere that they were planning it. What is the 8000 stuck on, by the way? You've left the field entirely, you idiot. How did you even... Like, there's idiocy, and then there's just straight up leaving the field. I just realised the course is quite bad, so let's take 2 headlands off. Generate a new course. And go from the first waypoint. And please try and actually stay within the field this time. It's a nice sub-screen thing, you just noticed. That in the top right hand corner is not just for subscribers. It also will do super chats and donations and sponsors. It's Fatty driving the 8000. It does seem like that, doesn't it? Well, best take a really wide turn to be safe. Nope, I've left the field. Oh well, best keep going and see how I do. I've hit a tree. Dave. So let's just get the last bits of this field done up, and we can set courseplay off on another field again in a second. And don't worry, I'm not doing all the work with courseplay. There is, of course, some seeding to be done. I want to get some brush mowing done as well, because it's something that I want to do a bit more of. Is just the realism for the sake of realism stuff. I'm so used to getting stuck, that's why I'm good at getting out. This is true. Practice makes perfect, and if you do stupid stuff, you get really, really used to getting out of stupid stuff very quickly. I think the fast track might be going around in circles, by the way. I can't see it, but I'm presuming it is. I'm good at guessing what Coursplay's done stupidly this time. Where did I get the plough from? That is from Mod Hoster. It's quite good actually. It's a 6-meter plough. Okay, are you gonna behave now if I tell you to do this? Or are you gonna just get stuck over there going in circles again? Because the last thing I want is this thing going in circles again. Okay, so it is taking a different route to the last time, so this is looking promising. I think last time I was trying to find a route, because now it's... Where are you going? Ah! Okay, so that's not gonna get stuck this time, that's great. Not having much luck with the 8000. It was, I think, a bad course last time of causing the issue. And that time it was just me setting off in the wrong place entirely, and the 8000 doesn't have a very good turning circle. But hang on, do I have a field edge for field 11 already? I do. So head off and go to the first waypoint, please. You're gonna derp it up until you get turned around enough, that's fine. Let's get the 3000 series fast track though. Because what I want to grab... Actually, I want to grab something and sell it, then bring something back with me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the mower that I put in over here. The Sigma. Hello, Sundrop, what's up? My leg. Other than that, not a whole lot. Let's get the Sigma. You found a Grassman Valtra on FSUK today. Yeah, I still don't see the fascination with Grassmen. I really don't. Like, I get that they're really, really good at promoting stuff and, you know, all that, but I don't see... What happened? I twisted my ankle somehow, Sundrop. So I've got my leg raised up and I've got massage heat spray on it, and I'm just trying to rest it as much as I can. Hello TNT, how are you doing today? But I soldier on. Because honestly, like, I want to stream. Like, it's not a case of, oh, you don't need to stream if you don't want to and all that. I want to, that's why I'm streaming. I was actually kind of annoyed yesterday when I couldn't stream because it was raining indoors. Where is the thingy? Yes, let's get this. Which actually works out a lot cheaper. We've made money out of that. Because this that I've just bought is a mulching mower. Because we're doing some realism for the sake of realism here. And I feel like it's okay to do so. Oh, it's a quite nice flail mower, actually. So what I want to do is I want to flail mow. Would I could ever consider working for farm in real life? Possibly, but around here I don't think there's many farms that will be taking on workers. Because they tend to be relatively small family farms. Just want to test this thing out, so we'll go into the testing arena over here. So I've kind of dubbed it. I'm going to see how it handles wonky terrain. The answer is about as well as any other mower. Yeah, if you didn't know, mowers don't tend to like wonky terrain like that. Where to get this? This biobots is actually on the mod hub. I was going through the in-game mod menu today and I found this and I said, ooh, this would be nice to have a play about with and see what it's like. So I figured I'd download it and see what it's like today. It's not bad from what I can see. Not bad at all. Milking cows. I mean, most of the farms around here have automatic milking systems because they work out in the long term cheaper than hiring somebody to do it. So we're gonna mulch this entire little yard area here because I think in real life you wouldn't even use this for anything. It'd just be kind of an extra storage area. And it would be mulched and mowed down quite often.
Hello, Dave. Is that Dave?
Daniel Talbot, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. And yeah, this is really nice actually. Wow. It's just the right width as well for it to be like, useful without being too wide. Because sometimes if stuff's a bit too wide, it can hit things and confuse you, but this is just basically following the tractor. Nice gif. I thank you, Happy TNT. I'm sure Dave Grohl would thank you too if he could see it. 66 watching, 39 likes. Let's see if we can get up to... let's say 50 likes for now. I'll probably get greedy later on, want 75 or 100 or, you know, more in general. But let's see if we can get 50 likes for now. I made small square bales out of this with the... Well, yeah, but if I were to do that, I'd then have to get a trailer capable of dealing with small squares. And actually, the trailer I have... Can the trailer I have deal with small squares? John, let's do what Fahy suggested, actually. Because there are other things that I'd like to get. So we'll need to get... I don't know if I even have it activated. Do I have it activated here? If I don't, I can pop out real quick and activate it. I do not have it activated. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to save... This course is 17 Colty 2 headlands. And save this course as 11 plough. I'm going to save the game. Quit out real quick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to activate the Wilger baler pack and another couple of things. I've got no secret mods this time, so I can just zip down here. Where is the welger? That's associated crap. There we go. Don't really need that. That's already done. Lovely. You had exactly 140 small bales out of it. Ooh. So I'm hoping the bale trailer I already have can deal with small square bales. If it can't, I'm kind of screwed. Don't forget the old John Deere baler. Oh, I could use that, couldn't I? I should use that too, but now I'll use the welger. Because I think that John Deere baler is a bit wonky compared to it. Do you need to send me a video of a guy hay baling himself? Is that the guy that jumps out of the tractor, jumps in the baler, and then runs around naked for a bit wearing a bale? Because I've seen that video before. Where is the baler? Bales. Actually, let's go drop to ground because I'll be picking them up after the fact anyway. And I don't think I'll be able to afford everything I want here. Oh no! Because I would love to get Zetor Crystal or the 4911, but I can't afford it. Ah, that's a shame. You're on 17 Culture 2 Headlands. Start at the nearest waypoint, please. You are on 11 Plough. Yep. We're both on the go. Fantastic. I need to hop into the... I guess the 3000. Oh, this is going to be overkill. Take out a small loan of 5 and 10k. Money glitch. Yeah, do you know what? I'm gonna money cheat. I'm gonna use creative money because this would look ridiculous. So, wrong button. Let's get Fahy's favorite tractor. The Zetor Crystal 12045. Good lord. All lights, standard. Ooh, with a front hydraulic, yes please. Oh, it's got a turbo option. Hopefully I didn't just buy a black tractor. I didn't. Oh, that's it. This actually looks really nice. And I'd also like to get a mower just for this. Do I have a mower that would fit this kind of job? I've already got one of those. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to reset the normal mower then. Yeah, let's reset this. And we'll just use the rear mower. Whoa! Okay, that's a noise. This definitely sounds like a tractor. Giants 12045 is better in your opinion. Yes, because it doesn't sound like an earthquake. Okay, like, a genuine question, can you guys hear me? Hello, Alvinas, because I can't hear myself. That's really actually quite loud. Class Disco? I could have used the Class Disco. It's loud. Yeah, I'm gonna just... because that is quite loud. That is like twice as loud as anything else. It's a good thing. Well, yeah, I mean, it's an old Russian Soviet tractor. This thing would be loud. I have just turned down the game options. I don't have a mod list anymore. I used to, but I don't anymore. Oh, screw this, just go through here. It's still loud. It's down to the level that everything else was. Everybody hitting the timeout button. Wow. Okay. Probably shouldn't have got this with the front hydraulic. Now that I think about it. Where is it from? I believe Poland? I could be wrong. He's gone for 5 minutes, monster. They don't stack like that. Which is possibly a good thing for Mackenzie. Timeouts don't stack. It's just like the last one is the one that actually takes effect. So let's get a mowing. I might plough this field up and just use it as a small bale field. Zedders from Russia? Are you sure? No, they don't stack. Which is probably a good thing. Because otherwise there'd be people who would never be able to talk again with the amount of timeouts they end up getting in stacks. Zedder from Czechoslovakia. That sounds more like it, yeah. I was gonna say, I don't think there is actually a Russian tractor brand. Like the 104 from like 2004. Yeah, I like this thing. I genuinely like stuff like the Crystal 12045 because it's a, you know, it's a cab with an engine attached to it, as opposed to what modern tractors kind of have become, which is this stylized piece of crap, effectively. Like, this looks and sounds like a tractor. Whereas modern tractors just don't anymore. Is the sound better now, by the way, guys? And welcome back, GD. Is the sound better? I'm gonna go into the XMLs of this thing later on and tweak it downwards a bit in terms of volumes. Because while I do appreciate that this thing would be loud... No? What do you mean, no? Could I tweak it down? Could I do with tweaking the volumes down more? Sounds good. I'm gonna trust Faggy more than you, Edward. Sorry for being gone for weeks on end. That happens, TNT. Life as a habit of being busy. Oh my god, that was incredible pain for a split second there. Valtra is from Finland, yes. It's still loud. Well, of course it's still loud. It's a Soviet tractor from probably like the 90s. Judging by the looks. Hello, Ben Green. Deutsche Panzer, hello. It is loud, but it, like... I'll knock down the vehicle volume another 10%. You're only messing. Well, yeah, but I'm trying to get this so that people can enjoy it. So I'm you know, I could have it deafeningly loud, but then you wouldn't be able to hear me or pretty much anything ever. Yeah, now I feel like it's too quiet. This is gonna be perfect. This is the perfect volume for me. Because this thing is supposed to be a loud tractor. How am I? I'm good. Why didn't I stream yesterday? Well, you know the way that it usually doesn't rain indoors? You know, it's very rare for water to come out of the ceilings and whatnot. Because it was raining indoors yesterday here. We had a leak in the attic. A pipe burst in the attic and we had a leak. And that kind of had to take priority because it was right outside my door, and it was probably going at a low level for a couple of days and was getting worse and worse and worse yesterday. So I kind of... I had to stop because... Or I had to cancel the stream before it even began because everything was going in right outside my door, and... yeah. So hey, Edward. Hope you're not leaving because I was, like, joking earlier. Or because it's now too loud or something. Because I genuinely think this is a good volume for it. I'm gonna have to move my leg in a second, guys. So just, I'm gonna do it now. I need to start putting pressure on my ankle again because I get you going for a shower. Oh good, as long as I'm not the one that's like after scaring you off or something. So just bear with me for a second. Yep, it does need pressure on. This is going to be a thing for a few streams, I think, where I have to stop every so often and just kind of reorganize a portion of my room to facilitate whatever I think my ankle needs. Because it's fussy. I can't believe how fussy an ankle can get, but it's fussy. Making good progress though with the little field here. I don't think this would need the front mower as well. Although I'm going to bring it down just because. It's going to be faster. I also need to reset the tedder and windrower. Windrower can come down. I'll just shove them out of the way when I get there. And the front mower. And the tedder, which is gone into hiding. Tedder. There we go. There's the tedder. Let's reset that too. We only really need the front mower here. What happened to my ankle? I twisted it at literally some point TNT, and it's really, really sore. I'm just kind of improvising health benefit for... Alright, the health benefit? I'm improvising treatment, shall we say. I've not gone to a physio. I don't plan on going to one, because I'm 90% sure it was just twisted, and what I'm doing is definitely not making it worse. Do I know Stan the Man? I know of him, I don't know him. How am I going to do that? I need to start from the other end of the field. So let's get the front mower on as well. Let's start from this end of the field down here. It's gonna go pretty quickly after this. So that's both mowers down, and granted we're now only going at like 7 kilometers an hour, but we're mowing twice as much as we were before. Yours is only half destroyed. Well, yeah, I was like that too, TNT, and it's just kind of given up on me. This is the second time it's done this. It sometimes decides to just get very angry at me and go. And it's done it again, so yeah. He's a good streamer from Bulgaria. Ah! Because I know he plays with, or he streams with GD quite regularly. I just haven't managed to catch one of the streams with Stan the Man. because I'm usually off doing my own things or chilling out or something like that. The only streams I watch regularly be Landy's and occasionally even Sims. I don't even watch Sims streams too regularly because he tends to stream because I'm busy or off doing something else. So I have a job. Other than this, no. I need to open the back window if it has IC. If I were to use IC, I'd need to open up my head tracking software, and I can't be bothered doing that today. So I won't be using IC. Hope you don't mind. But if you are enjoying the stream, guys, feel free to leave a like below. And feel free to hit the subscribe button if you're really enjoying stuff and you want to see even more from me. Alpha does some stream. He's planning on making it a weekly thing. Now, whether he actually does or not is a separate matter. But he's planning on making it a weekly thing. Do you like the IC function? Does this have IC? Just see if it does have IC. It does have IC. Of course it does, because you can open the roof. Yeah, this has IC. Landy's spamming the like spike. Good lord. I hope you've liked it yourself, Landy. Ribbit. How's Forza going for you? I will say, you did good. I did the IndyCar series this morning, and oh my god, are those things insane. If you've YouTube Red, what does it give me? It, I think, straight up replaces ad revenue with a share of your payment for the month. Dependent on, like, watch time or something. It's a really weird and bizarre system, and I don't actually know how it works. Yeah, how many likes are we on? We just finished the 8th series. That was fun. I did that myself. That was a fun series. Hello, Ford King. With 62 likes, very nice. Let's see if we can hit 75 at the very least. For the day. Are we happy we can get 75? You got 3 months free on your phone. That means that YouTube will pay for the YouTube subscription, so that's fine. Or the Red subscription, I guess. Or your phone company. If it charges, your mother should be angry. Yeah, I can imagine. What's even funnier is YouTube have their own, like, the YouTube Red subscriptions. There's also the sponsorship subscription model, where you can, I think it's $5 now. It was $4 during the trial period, and I think they've upped the price, which is a bit odd, but it's in line with what Twitch does. Like, Twitch subscriptions are now on YouTube, basically, with this whole sponsorship thing, and they are available on this channel as well if you want to look. If you're on YouTube Gaming, it's below the video. If you're on normal YouTube, I think it's above the chat. There's a little green button if you want to press that, and if you have the money, I don't ask for this. I won't ask you to spend money you don't have. But if you want to spend $5 US, €5, or I think 4 something in pounds sterling, I don't know, per month. It might even be £5, so the British might be getting kind of screwed at that. You can, and you get a lovely little button, a little badge beside your name, and you can use, I can use it, the RainbowDave logo emote. So you can use the emote that I just put into chat. Oh, dang it, it's all gone wrong. I've screwed everything up. Where's expert gone? There it is. You can use the little emote that I just put in the chat now, which is of course my logo. $4.99 a month for UK. Wow, you guys are getting screwed over. Hello, John Deere lover. And I believe if I get like one more sponsor, I get to add a second emote. And I know exactly what it's going to be. I've got it in my mind box. Nice try, Glengar. You can't use it. I've got a second emote up in my mind box. And I need to actually work on it just in case for when I get that spot available. You never realised it was an emoji? That's a new one. Yes, Faye. That is relatively new. It only works on my channel though, as far as I can see. So it's not like Twitch where everybody gets their own emojis and you can use them wherever. It's just on my channel that works. Which kind of sucks because it'd be hilarious to see people, you know, to raid Landy after stream and have my logo just filling his chat. In fact, that's probably why they don't do it. I think I might have found out why YouTube don't do it. But the next one I want to do, I think would be fitting for almost all farms and streamers. But Lanny stream after me, I would doubt it, John Deere Lover. He's still got a bit of a flu cold death box. GD, thank you very much for the sponsorship. I've forgotten what sound I put on the notification, so this is going to be interesting. This could be loud. I need to make the new emoji now. Yesterday you watched a Lithuanian streamer, he tried to expose you for clickbait. Does he not realise that's how literally everybody on YouTube makes money now? Like, that's just the done thing on YouTube. I think I've got a notification for sponsorships. Yes, I do. I genuinely forgot. Hello, VF. How are you doing today? Let's get that second emoji. Well, I'll have to make it now. And then upload it and get it all sorted out. You've given me more work to do tonight, GD. Does that thing stand? I have to in-game a bunch of mods. Yeah, Landy's kind of given up on the whole streaming this weekend idea. Hello, Oxygen David. How are you doing today? Is Nightbot always in this stream? Yes, because he's a robot and I tell him to show up. You like how everything I do is super loud. But it's just the... like, I'm half deaf. I need to hear these things. Notifications wise. Oh, trust me, I've heard louder. There's a stream that I watch on the regular. I hope he streams tonight, actually. And one of his notifications is literally just a very angry Japanese man shouting. I'm doing good, apart from my ankle, which I've managed. Like, I've been telling people this, like, my ankle's screwed, and they're like, how did you do it? I have no idea. I twisted my ankle and I don't know how. Like, I'm still trying to figure out how exactly I did it. There's something stupid in this tractor. Was using 2 mowers not stupid enough for you already? Yeah, it's that time of year where everybody's just sick. Just... let's get that over there. And, oh, I don't need to use the swivel function on this tether, I just realised, because I already have the first headland done. Huh. That actually works in my favour, I just realised. It'd be good to have a notification for passing to a satellite go. It would, but yeah. Can you do seasons in West Coast? You can, I won't, though. what you'll find is a lot of YouTubers are moving away from seasons all of a sudden, and the reason is very, very simple. Seasons takes an insane amount of time to do anything. It's not good for YouTube. To be completely blunt, it doesn't make for good videos. It's much like Soil Mod, where it improves the game, and I'm not going to say Seasons doesn't improve the game, but from a YouTube point of view, where the whole point of doing YouTube is to have different things going on all the time, it just doesn't work. It's a shame. I'd love to use it a lot more, but it's just not suitable. Why was that held back? Hello, Justin. I'm farming 390T. Mackenzie, I'm gonna give you a word of advice. Yeah, don't try and argue with the mods. I mean, it's useless advice now because Monster banned you, and I ain't undoing it. Don't argue with mods, ever, because they've got a ban button, and I thoroughly encourage them to use it if somebody tells them to shut up for no good reason. Especially when they're giving you advice. I think Monster won that little argument. Just gonna put that out there. I think he won that little argument there. That's the quickest and easiest way to get banned. Well, there's a quicker and easier way, Landy, but I mean, people have tended to stop doing that since the blacklist was implemented. This tractor's a piece of rubbish. I like it. I think it's a good mod. It's maybe the model and textures, yeah, are a bit basic, but I think overall it's quite good. I think it's better than Giant's setter. Giant's attempt at the crystal. It's the easiest and quickest way. I still think there's a quicker and easier way, but yeah, generally speaking, trying to argue with mods doesn't end well. You get banned pretty quickly. But I'm not even kidding. Well, yeah, coming and promoting off the bat is the quickest way to get banned. Arguing with mods is probably the easiest way. Open the roof. I'm not turning on IC because I'd need to use head tracking to do that. And head tracking would require me to open up another program and faff about with that for 5 minutes. It's just not going to happen today, I'm afraid. I'm not in the mood to faff. So we're almost done with the telling. We're going to do a bit of windrowing, and then we'll get this apparently terrible Zetter, Baling. I hate it. Each to their own. I quite like it. I've just realised based off Giant's model. That's why the model's a bit basic. It's the same model from FS15. All the person's done is change the colour of the roof for some reason and add some scripts. So it is actually just better than the Giants one then, if it's the same model with mostly the same textures and just has a few scripts installed. I always rank mods with scripts that are done fairly well. Do you want to hear the actual noise of it, VF? Because I've turned it down. Hang on. Let's get the volume back up to what it was when I bought this thing. So, this is the actual noise. As you could hear, it's quite loud. So we just stop that there. Worry about that time. It is very loud, but it's an easy X amount to quieten it down. Almost as loud as my notifications. Are you saying I should use this tractor as a notification tractor? Is that what you're trying to tell me, GD? Because like everybody says that my notifications are insanely loud, and this tractor's insanely loud, so maybe this should be the official tractor of RainbowDave Gaming. Is this exact zetter. And I'll be bringing out the October fleet. I'll be bringing it out tomorrow. You guys won't see it until Tuesday. I genuinely forgot October was here today, effectively. So the October fleet will be arriving in-game, well, in-game tonight. I'll be cracking it out on the maps tomorrow, and you guys will see it Tuesday and Wednesday. Now, a word of warning in advance, it is very different. And some of you won't like it. Does that mean you gotta bring out your fleet? Well, yeah. It is October, and that's kind of the point of the October fleet, Landy. You don't have to if you don't want to. But, let's just say the game's gonna get a lot more colourful over the next few weeks. Welcome back, Charlie Brown. Also, because I know people are gonna complain, I will actually be swapping out every single tractor, or not every single one, but a lot of the tractors on this map, using creator tools and creative money. You'll see why when I get the October fleet in. You'll be rolling yours out on Tuesday. Same as me then. The October fleet, VF. It's that time of year where things get colourful. And they will be around for possibly the full month. See you, Tommy. Did you ever figure out where that tractor actually went, by the way, before you go? Did you figure out where the 110 actually went to? Or who won it? Because I remember earlier in Discord there was a bit of discussion about whether the Grassman 110 went to Tipperary or Waterford. I'm curious now as to which county it did actually end up in. This one day, now I missed it. It'll actually be +2 because I watched tomorrow's video already. Jack Drake, thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. Went to Waterford. Thank you, Fahy. Do you know, I'm... No word of a lie, I'm enjoying this set, or I might add it to the October fleet. +2. Yeah, I've already recorded tomorrow's video, so I can't do anything about that. Short of re-recording, which... that ain't happening. You just write it down. To be fair, I've been kind of distracted with Forza the last couple of days. And by kind of distracted, I mean completely addicted. Re-recorded with the big unveil fleet. I could, but that would involve me having to re-record, and I don't like re-recording. Because I can't remember what I said in the video, and I think there was some stuff that that like was very specific and actually needed to be said. No ranting, but stuff that I'd need to say to do with the channel, and apologies for not streaming on like Friday and yesterday. Stuff like that. So I'm not going to re-record the video. You guys will just have to deal with the 2-day delay on the October fleet reveal. Unless, of course, Mr. Dan, I record a special video tonight, put up a bonus video tomorrow, unveiling the fleet specifically. Which actually might be better. I think I might do that. I might record a quick video later tonight because I gotta in-game them all. Unveiling the October fleet. Put out a teaser to the teaser before. Good old check power. Yeah, this is incredibly loud though. I'm gonna have to turn down all the sounds later on tonight. Let's get this thing unfolded. See, now this thing running the Welger Baler looks perfectly legit. Actually, this looks incredibly legit. I like this as an equipment combo. The overly loud Zetter and the Welger that I think still sings a bit. Unless that was a different beta entirely. 140 is the mark to beat. I'm probably not going to beat it because I already did a headland. And I'm going to put a download link to it. Putting a download link would require me to upload them somewhere. But I might. They're all, I think they're all Giants models. I'll have to double check. Because if they're all Giants models, I can just upload them en masse to, or as a full pack to MotoStrip. Rip Silver's internet. Someone needs to fill the void. How about no? I do enjoy that this baler just poops out bales constantly. Like there's no stopping it. It's just bale, 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 bale. You know, on the bright side, I guess there's going to be a lot of... there is no bright side here. It's going to be a lot of bales to pick up. It's bales that we wouldn't have made otherwise. That's a lot of bales to pick up. Which is a bit of a shame. And I'm so glad that I have auto-load trailers, because otherwise I'd be really not looking forward to trying to pick them all up and put them into a trailer or something. Yeah, I'm enjoying how legit this looks. I'm also for some reason getting hungry despite having eaten 2 burgers just before I started the stream. Oh, that's where I was last night. Oh my god, Dan! You're terrible, dude. I've never even had a goldfish. The real question is, did he actually believe you? Because I've never mentioned having a goldfish before. You PM'd me Plan B at Discord. Does that mean I've got to actually look at Discord? Where's my phone? Don't text and drive, kids. Yeah, rip my goldfish that I never had. I do have... Oh, I don't have that mod. I've got a backup autoloader. He just said, yeah. I've got a backup autoloader. If this all goes horrifically wrong, I can use it. Big semi-trailer. Okay, I've got 2 backup autoloaders. If it all goes wrong. Which I'm hoping it doesn't. But I'm sure you guys are all hoping it does. I'm sure you guys, as wonderful and as not at all totally evil as you all are all hoping this goes perfectly well for me and expecting no problems whatsoever. Think of it. Need to think of a name for my fake goldfish. Hello, Eddie. Spam the bike emoticons. Emoji. I remember back in the day, emoji were called smileys. And then they were called emoticons. The rainbow fish. Eddie regrets saying anything in chat now. You want to see me picking these up one by one? Not a hope. Not a hope of me doing this all individually. Because no. You made bales of this baler up at the sheep farm, then you realised you had nothing to pick them up with. Well, I have a surprise for you, TMCC. Because I'm guessing you have got the other welger baler. If you go onto Marhu's website, you'll find this one, which has a bale chute attached. It also comes with an auto-load trailer for it. If you get anything with UAL V3, and I think V2 can handle this as well. Maybe. Hopefully. Hello, Paint Boss. Did I get my chair fixed? My chair was never broken. My chair has always been fine. It's my ankle that's the problem. Which website? Marhu.net. Landy, or one of the mods, if you wouldn't mind linking to Marhu's website. It is entirely in German, which can be problematic, but if you use Google Chrome, you can just translate it to English. Oh yeah, you might be thinking of Landy with his broken chair, or Silver with his broken chair. My chair's perfect. Josh, that was Landy. I mean, we're both fat. We're both fat and have bad hair and occasional beards. But we're not the same person. I'm genuinely surprised by how many people seem to think that Landy and I are the same person. Like, the whole brothers thing, I can kind of accept we do vaguely look similar. But thinking we're literally the same person is a bit beyond that. Did Sim have a broken chair? Yes, Sim did have a broken chair, actually. So he got a nice new office chair, which I'm completely jealous of. I like his chair. I actually want to steal Sim's chair off him. But I've got a good chair myself, so I don't mind. Hello, Simulate. How are you doing today? Can this thing do HD bales? It can do HD bales! Fandabadoozy. Wonderful! Picking up the bales. The real question now is, will I fill this trailer up or not? Because if I don't, that just gives me an excuse to go make even more hay bales. What are HC bales? High density, which is kind of funny because, like, small square bales are the lowest density bales. It's the Hessian bales that are actual high density bales. Unless it means like density of how many bales you can fit in any square in any area. In which case these are probably the highest density bales you can get. Because they're freaking tiny. How many bales did I get? They're the only bales I made today, so if we go to this direction. 132. Oh, good lord. The bottom of the trailer is nothing but bales. Oh my god, even more can fit? This looks ridiculous. This actually looks ridiculous. Because they're so small and so uniform that they're just kind of forming a blanket on the trailer. You guys, if you want to find out what's going on with definitely myself and Landy, Discord is probably the best place to be. For both myself and for Landy. We've got our own Discords. Because usually if something goes wrong, I'll be on Discord anyway, so I'll just say, whoa, okay, things gone wrong, gotta delay the stream, or oh hey, things are going right, I'll be streaming a bit earlier than I thought. Or you know, no video because I'm sick or something like that. This is a quite silly number of bales. Sim, what are you spamming? Do I need to look at this video? That's a link to my Discord? Huh. Interesting that it's a YouTube link. Yeah, discord.me/RainbowDave is a link to, or is my Discord. It's the easiest way to get in there, because otherwise it's like a random stream, and it's like, everything is pain. Including my ankle, ow, 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 ow. Dan, you always end up starting stuff on my Discord. I've just started to ignore it now. Like, half the stuff that goes on my Discord, I just kind of figure it out later. Copy the link from my description. Interesting. Oh, this isn't gonna go wrong. X, Y, at... Okay. Okay, so we'll just unload when we get into the bale trigger. Hello, TMCC. It's just this. Ignore the fact that the bales exploded there, and we'll get down to the trigger and unload down there, because that's not the correct way, Dave. I realised, by the way, we're doing a lot of bale selling today. It seems to just be a thing on this map that I'm selling a lot of stuff. Mainly bales. You've been typing your Discord me link wrong this entire time. How have you been typing your Discord me link wrong? Please share with me this information. Because that sounds like something incredibly stupid that you've somehow managed to do. GG Sim! For Rudy, who has only ever seen Sim on his own channel trying to be serious and not screwing things up. This is what Sim's really like. An idiot. Well, do off. What on earth are you trying to say, Colin? Because that... It looks like English, but I'm pretty sure it's not. It's actually well do off, which makes even less sense. Okay, X, Y. Money, 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 money. Fantastic. Got 12,000 pounderinos. You meant well. So the do off or do of were just kind of random extra words that autocorrect code. Fantastic. You do column. 67 likes. Let's see if we can hit 75. We got about 25 minutes to do it. I think it's possible. I think even 100 is possible, but let's keep these things realistic. How's things? Not too bad at all, Sean. Apart from my ankle, which is starting to act up again. Which is wonderful. What's my name? RainbowDave. Don't know why you felt the need to ask that question. I see Brian's new link. Yes, I did. That looks fantastic. I'm looking forward to that. I love me some trail foragers. I don't think there's enough in game. How long left? We're going until about 7 o'clock. It is currently 6:35, so there's a little under 25 minutes left in the stream. My real name is a secret. If I wanted people to know my real name, that would be my YouTube name. Just putting that out there. But if you insist on knowing my real name, it is actually Princess Consuela Banana Hammock. True fact. 100% not made up and stolen from friends. GG Dan, I removed your message for you. Proof that even the mods can screw up from time to time. That's why a lot of people get one free pass. It's because Dan slips occasionally as well. Because that was clearly an accident, because I know Dan doesn't do that intentionally. I told you, my real name's Princess Consuela Banana Hammock. Which totally isn't a joke I've stolen from friends. Thank you, Faye. I love how people come in here to troll and just fail spectacularly because they don't even know how to troll at a basic level. Yeah, that's a good question. I think the usefulness of trains is only really there on like 4x and 16x maps. Or like 2x maps where the train is just doing an outer loop or something. There are I've seen maps where the trains have been done really nicely, but like in Goldcrest, it's just like, well, what's the point? I can drive there. It's like it's actually more hassle to use the trains in Goldcrest than it is to just drive. Oh, we've got a sell point just for the train. Well, that's great, but that just means it's a sell point I won't be using most of the time. Unless there's like a great demand there and it's twice the price, you know, it gives you twice the price of everywhere else. It's not worth the hassle on the player's side. I mean, the only upside of the trains on Goldcrest, and this was, by the way, if there's somebody out there still playing Goldcrest and you haven't found this exploit yet, then how? Is the train storage points in Goldcrest are unlimited, which means if your main crop storage is full, and you're, we'll say, a third of the way through the harvest, and you're like, oh crap, I gotta start selling crops or buy things. No, just use the train storage, because that's infinite. Just broken Goldcrest for everybody. The Giants didn't think the train thing through at all, it seems. Yeah, why have additional crop types or, you know, some more realism and stuff when you can have trains? You've been flying your drone? Very nice, Stevie. But that's one of the most pointless additions of farms. Because Giants, like, the limited storage is really interesting. But the fact that Giants completely ruined it by having the train storage points be infinite kind of made no sense whatsoever. Hello, Grim. Yeah, that's the thing, is like, there's so many different types of farming, and Giants decided, you know what people need in the game is trains. But not orchard farming. Not, let's just say for example carrots, which would be another cool root crop to have in the game. But no, trains. Trains is what the game needs. Because, you know, Farm Sim doesn't already have enough pointless gimmicks. Where's the exit I need? It's over here. They could have added a new crop type. They could have added orchard farming. Like, that's the thing that annoys me, is orchard farming would be amazing in Farm Sim, and I think that's what Giants need to add in FS19, but they won't. They won't, because that would involve actual effort and wouldn't be a gimmick. Like, you think about what's really been added in FS15 was, well, forestry, which at the time was hilariously broken and effectively just gimmick, and because people actually somehow enjoyed forestry with the broken physics and broken everything, and it moved into 17 and actually was fixed up into being something that's vaguely useful in gameplay. So you prefer carrots over the root crops? The thing is like, another root crop would just mean another root crop harvester, whereas orchard farming would mean you'd be able to get really small equipment like really small orchard style equipment. So you could have Kubota in game and have like a full Kubota range, and it all makes sense. Even the smallest trailer in game would be perfectly sized for orchard farming. Like, there's a lot of stuff that you could do if you brought in orchard farming, because it's a whole different style. Rather than with another crop, which is just like, oh, it's just another fill plane, effectively. But, like, Giants, I think what they need to do is add a new style of farming. Like, the sugarcane is really, really good, I think, because it's a new style. Because, like, yes, it's effectively the whole poplars thing with the way it's planted and the way it's picked up is just similar to poplars, but I think it'd be amazing to have a completely new style like orchard farming or something like that. And I have stolen the orchard farming from Landy. I'll be honest. Like, do you mean pure farming, Grim? That's a game that looks like it might have no hope. Because the HUD's a mess. I'm gonna be honest. Seeing as their media partners apparently can't be honest about it and aren't allowed to. I'm not I should point out, I'm not saying Dagwin's lying about pure or whatever. But the fact that he said he can't give his own opinions hints at the developers putting a gag order on him. So he's not actually allowed to be honest. That's a game that's gonna go nowhere fast. Because the HUD's a hot mess. The HUD needs an complete reworking. The fact that the devs don't want to talk about mods or multiplayer kind of hints at there not being mods or multiplayer, which kills the game immediately in my eyes. Do you think you kind of enjoyed it? It's very hard to tell, seeing as the entire press demo was just like half an hour. And it ended with an ad for pure farming, which just baffles me. Like, yeah, FarmSim does have greenhouses, but all you do with the greenhouses is you throw manure and water at them and they magically give you things. Multiplayer in a game is key. In 2017, definitely. Well, 2018 when it releases, but like in this day and age, if you're bringing out a game, it's gotta have multiplayer, because people are gonna... Like, social gaming is a thing now. And if there's no multiplayer in a game, it's dead. It's just... Why bother? Because then it's just you doing everything by yourself with nobody... Like, you can talk to your friends on TeamSpeak or Discord or whatever, and that's fine, but there's no real social element to it. I'm just going to generate a course for field 11 here and skip through the night. 2, 3, 4, 5. That, boom. And we will go to the first waypoint. It's going to do some stuff. Hello, Pedro. Just going to skip through night here real quick. Bada boom. How goes work on the other fast track? Did I forget to... No, plant growth is unsold. That's actually fine. So, what I want to do now is play about with this thing a bit more. Seeing as we got more fields that need some pre-emergence done. There should also be 2 fields needing to be harvested. Yes, there are. Fantastic. That's video sorted for this week. It's at least 1 video sorted. I'm being cynical. That thing was a mess. Yeah, I think it had like 4-wheel steer, but it was IC controlled. Let's get this working fully here. Yes! Haha! So, I'm not 100% sure. I think I do want to plant grass here, because that's going to be the absolute cheapest way to do everything. Including silage, which goes into the BGA and makes butt tons of money. So this is, thanks to Pedro, and this is his, so you can send all your thanks and complaints to Pedro. A mounted sprayer for the all-wheel drive JCB 3000, also from Pedro. who's been very generous and given these to me. These are, I believe, private, unless he's uploaded it somewhere. This is your exact setup in real life. See, now I've got this, I can do a lot more. Because I don't need a dedicated sprayer, I can just use this stuff. And honestly, I think like mounted stuff like this makes more sense than buying the big New Holland sprayer or an Amazon Pantera or something like this. Because it's just something you hook onto the back of your tractor and you drive off. Your farming looks like pure cringe. Yeah. I mean, I'm not 100% sure. I honestly don't know if I'm going to buy it. Yeah, I'm going to let you in some behind the scenes stuff. I've requested a key. I've got no reply as of yet, but I don't expect one as of yet. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that come release they'll realise that they're kind of having a bit of a PR nightmare with the whole, hey, we refuse to talk about stuff that is kind of essential for the game. They'll give out a lot of keys to people, and I'm hoping to get one. If I don't get one, no harm, I just won't bother covering the game. I did notice there was a second fast track there, Pedro, yes. See you, Stevie. We're almost finished anyway, there's only about 10 minutes left. So, if you are enjoying yourselves, enjoying me actually doing something that's different, as opposed to using the default in-game sprayers, because I know I've got a bad habit of using them. 73 dislikes, 73 likes, 2 dislikes, so technically 75 likes. It's technically like 74 and a half. I think a dislike is 3/4 of a like, the way that YouTube works, maybe. But yeah, 75 interactions. But if you are enjoying or did enjoy, please feel free to hit that like button. The more likes a stream gets, the better, the happier I am. And if you aren't enjoying the stream, I'm gonna just openly say this: if you're not enjoying, hit the dislike button, because hey, I'll know I'll know that I wasn't entertaining enough, or not good enough, or I was doing something stupid that you didn't like. And I can learn. Yeah, the sprayer and JCV are both private because Pedro's greedy. So, if you got a problem with that, hashtag blame Pedro. Satilla's new bet. Ooh, that's Thoroland 250. Because I want that baler. I want that cluster land. That looks amazing. It's gonna straight up replace the cluster land I already have. Don't know why Giants took the Pantera and Big M out of the game. Because Giants, effectively. Is that the newest version? It's the version Pedro sent me like last week or the week before. So I'm hoping it is. I guess it is. I have no idea. Pedro says yes, so I'm guessing the answer is yes. You added interior lights and external triggers. Ah, very cool. I need to change the number plate because it's wrong. It's just a wrong number plate. So yeah, this fast track is basically between Pedro and Sim. A contest to see who can add the most triggers and fancy things. Meanwhile, my sole edit to this is going to be changing the reg from C to T. Because nobody buys a tractor in Cork. Needs to be a G reg. Fahy, anything with a G rage is a horse and cart, and you know it. To be fair, Dan, I was going to ask him the same thing. But I'm guessing, seeing as it's a day ending in Y, Kildare. No! Tip, we make happy manure spreaders. We're clearly the best. we have Abbey machinery. Rockabilly Performance. How's it going? It's going good. Where did I get the mounted sprayer? Pedro. I think this is the one from FS15 that was an FS UK. Correct me if I'm wrong, Pedro. I think this is from FS15. Pedro just converted it up and got it working with the 3000. Yes, I thought so. I thought I recognized it because it always looked a bit wonky to me. Like it's the grey texture never looked right. I think it was an FSUK. I distinctly remember saying the texture looks atrocious, but like looking at it now, I think it's just the fact that it's a bit of a solid grey. I might tweak the texture work on this and retexture it. Yeah, I might tweak the texture work so that there's a bit of mottling on the sprayer and tank, because they just look a bit monolithic. There's no real depth to the texture. Used to be white. Yeah, oh yeah, that was an FSUK. Yeah, I'm gonna just tweak the texture a bit and add some mottling, because it's got like, no depth at all right now. This is genuinely what I think when I see mods. Like, how could I tweak this? Do I think this needs a tweak? It's usually textures. I'm like, no, this could be better. This could be better, and this could be better. Doing it. FSUK has gone downhill. It really has, and it's like in 17 for sure. It's down to the mod hub. FS15, I think it was just. This is old McDonald, yes, Grim. In FS15, I think the problem with FSUK was just that all the really big guys that were on there kind of outgrew the game or got annoyed with Giants for the kind of ridiculous delay with the release of the modding docs, which I can understand. Okay, there's a fence there, I just couldn't see it. I can kind of understand why they got so frustrated with that. But so many modders quit in FS15 that, like, it was I think farming sim as a whole is kind of going downhill, but it's not too evident yet. Because if you compare the mods we have now to the mods we had in FS13, 13 probably had the similar quality. 15 was really bad for mods at times. Great for scripts, bad for mods. 17 is kind of as good for scripts as 15 was, but maybe ever so slightly better than 13 was for mods themselves. But like, there's very few top quality mods coming out now because the caliber has been increased so much, and the expectations have been increased so much just by Giants getting better at making stuff. Hello, Fent1050. I'm not saying modders are getting worse, I'm just saying some of them haven't got better and the expected quality has. And you know, mods are kind of suffering as a result. And I don't mean the guys who are just straight up bringing stuff from FS13 through and putting on just the new texture files without changing the old ones or tweaking the model to make it look better. I'm not talking about guys like that, I'm talking about the guys that are trying to do new stuff and doing their absolute best. But the standards are so much higher now than they used to be. Yeah, you could get away, like FS13, the quality of the game was so bad that you could get away with making a bad mod. Fahy, I'm actually with you there. I think Brian CD Models is really kind of becoming up to the quality of NI modding circa 2013. 2013, 2014. Or 2012, 2013, wouldn't have been. Wow, I've been playing Farm Sim for a long time. Like, the old NI modding when it was constantly just like, oh my god, NI modding are bringing out a new thing. Because now whenever I see people talking about, oh my god, did you see the thing from somebody? It's always CD Models. It's almost always CD Models or Satillo. Or like something like that. I think even the hype for ARM Team has died off because people have realised that ARM Team are maybe a bit lazy. With the whole, we're not going to update any of our textures so they still look like crap thing. And a spoiler alert, the reason ARM Team do that is because their texture files are shall we say bad? To try and figure out. Pedro, have you looked at the texture files in any of the ARM Team mods? Because they're completely nonsensical. I was trying to fix the welder at one point and it's just like, what the hell what am I even looking at? It's just pictures from various angles. You just have to give up your life. I know. I'm working on a map and I just refuse to give up my life, so the map's kind of suffering as a result. Because I haven't worked on it in like a month. ARM are good at scripting. This is true. It's probably about all they are good at. Because their models are like okay. But they're not up to the current standards. Their texture work is just god-awful at this point. But their scripting's on point. Like, if they came out with scripts, I'd be perfectly fine. I'd be perfectly happy. I'd be saying ARM Team are great. Just look at the amount of scripts and specializations they're making for other people to use in their mods. But it's just a case of, do you know what? The ARM Team mods are kind of crap. Almost up to 8 full days of time delay or... no thanks. No I'll leave the modding to you. Especially with vehicles, because... me and Blender don't mix. I spent a week in Blender and made this amorphous blob before. You spotted Dennis for twice the current minutes. You go nuts. See, that's where smooth shading comes in, is that you can make fake polys. You can make non-existent polys with smooth shading, because it just smooths out the corners very nicely. And if you get smart with the normal files, you can do it even more. It's just exploiting what the game has and what your modeling software can do. Because like with Blender, I always found that when I was making things that actually had shapes, smooth shading just added polys that weren't there. Just kind of smooths out the corners nicely, and from what I can see, if you turn that on in Blender, it does come through into GE very nicely in the i3D file. Because I guess it generates a normal file or something, and it works quite nicely. You'd love to make it David Brown. Dengar, learn Blender. Like, that's a very big ask, because it can take you... it can take a lifetime to learn Blender. But get a grasp on Blender, and you'll be able to make mods. Because if you can learn Blender, you can do anything. That's... in fact, I'd be willing to say learning to make models is the biggest hurdle to making mods. Because, like, you can buy models, sure, but they tend not to look the greatest. And they tend to cost... I think I saw one on Turbo Squid that was €5,000. They tend to cost quite a lot. If you make your own, yeah, you're spending a lot of time on it, but you'll know every little flaw and detail of it. and you'll know how to texture it, or you know, put the files on in such a way that it covers up those flaws. Yeah, like most of the models I've seen on Turbo Squid are like €500 a piece. And to be fair, you could get into that game pretty quickly. But it's just a case of, I know I'm doing donuts by the way, it's just a case of, do you want to be that guy who does nothing but make models for Turbo Squid? Because I've seen a lot of models on there, and I've seen a lot of models that have been turned into mods, and I look at the prices and I'm like, how can these guys even afford this? Glengar, if you're good at scripting and coding and stuff, maybe look at Turbo Squid's free section. Because like working on textures is relatively easy. And getting stuff out of Blender is relatively easy. But if you look at Turbo Squid's free section, you might find something on there that you want to make a mod out of. Scream if you want to go faster. I'm just doing this something to do. Texturing is easy. Get like Photoshop or Paint.net or something and you can learn to texture in 20 minutes or less. It is easy. It's time consuming, but it's easy. Turbo Squid gets... yeah, Turbo Squid's used a lot in archaeology, 3D planning, game design. I've seen, you know, games that use stuff from Turbo Squid. Which aren't just asset flips, because it's not the Unity asset store. Woo. But that is going to do it for today, guys. It is 5 minutes past 7. That's why I've been doing donuts for the past 5 minutes or so. I was planning on into the stream, didn't want to start anything new. So that is going to do it for today. I hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did, hit the like button on your way out. And don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'll be back probably Tuesday, possibly tomorrow, depending on when Gold Rush drops. If it drops before 5, I'll stream that tomorrow. If not, I'll stream it Tuesday and just record a video for a bonus video for Tuesday as well of Gold Rush. So you've got 2 videos on Tuesday. All going well. That is going to do it for today. I'll leave you by saying I've been RainbowDave. You've been watching Farming Simulator 17 on the West Coast. Until next time, stay safe and goodbye.